Okay, back on film again.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. It's already been going for 46 seconds. Petunia, did you step on the start button? Well, Petunia must have stepped on the start button. That's weird. Okay, but anyway, Petunia started the video for us. I'm putting the roof on now. And like if you watch the last video, you see the piece of fabric. I took that piece of fabric and I tore it into strips, and I've got it all fastened together to one long strip. And then this here yarn, I'm going with it. So I'm putting the yarn and this fabric together, and that's what I'm locker hooking in to build this roof. It's going to make a very nice roof. And so and it, the yarn is like it's sort of like an eyelash trim type of yarn. It's fuzzy, fuzzy. I like fuzzy. And once I get this whole roof in, I'm going to take it and just really scrub it like this with my fingers. And it'll pull those little shreds of yarn through. And it's going to, in my opinion, is going to be really pretty. It's going to make it look like I said before, like almost like frost. Like it's a frosty morning. So that'll be pretty. So once I get this roof finished, see the fabric had like fireworks on it. You can't even tell there was fireworks. It just is a blend of color. Those colors of the fireworks that just blend it all together. And I keep pulling this toward me here. And I think it makes a really nice variation of color for the roof. I don't want my house roof with that color. I think that'd be gorgeous. Gorgeous. And so I've had a couple other videos that shows the beginning steps of these if you haven't seen. I've been working on this off and on with other projects as well for the last couple of days. And I'm hoping to finish up this project. Maybe I'll have that finished up this evening. But I love locker hooking. I love the look of what a finished locker hook project is. And Jackie sent me so much these books that really have me inspired that I want to make a bunch of those things. I've just been getting so much inspiration lately, and there's sometimes I get in a rut or something, and I need new inspiration or something. I don't know. Just sometimes I get in a rut, but I've had these. Well, Jackie sent me the Happy Mail that had the rug mesh in it, and it had the books that showed this. It had this black, what I made the frame with, the seam binding. It had that in that Happy Mail, but once I went in them books, I said, oh my gosh, I need to start on that right away, and I did. I started on it like so right away, and I'm really enjoying this. I really am enjoying this. And then yesterday I had another Happy Mail. Yesterday I had another Happy Mail. I did. Where's my brain going? Or maybe that was yesterday? Oh, I don't know now. When my brain's broken. And so then today, Lord bless, I am blessed, I'm telling you. I had another Happy Meal. It's like Oh, yesterday I was working on my meditation books, which I'm loving them too. That's almost like a happy meal that I get in inspiration I get from other people's videos. Oh my gosh, just I've been so inspired lately. It just I don't know, just a video will pop up that I'm not from somebody that I'm not even subscribed to, and I think, well, let me check that out, and then it turns out to be something that really does interest me, and so that's where the meditation book and the meditation scroll, which I call my roly poly, that came from there. So I've been working on them. And then today I got a happy mail. It was a joint happy mail from Laura Vasquez and also from Jude, and which Laura had sent me a bunch of yarns, different kinds of yarn. I showed that in the last video. And then Jude sent fabrics. So this fabric that I'm using in the roof and the yarn that I'm using with the fabric, the, the, the fabric and the yarn both came from this. Well, the way they did was Stacy Pink Poodle Crafts. She does, which I've told you before. She does quite a lot of um, yards. Well, I call them yard sales. They're little auctions that she does, and they're nice because. Wait a minute. Well, how do I get two strands of yarn going on in here at one time? And so, wait a minute. I'm concentrating here. What in the world? How did I get two strands going at one time? That's kind of weird. Well, I'll just let them two strands go. I don't know how it happened. I guess it's meant to be. Okay, but so these two ladies were in the chat, and they were fellow shoppers, and so they bid on things. I had bid too, but then they outbid me, and then because I always have my I don't know, I have a $11 budget. I always say I got my $11 budget. I can spend $11 and then have to quit. Then I have to quit spending. But then they'll outbid me. They outbid me and they said, okay, they win, and then they said send it to Lizzie. So Jude did that, and then Laura did that. And so I thank you so much, ladies, for what you do for me. It's for my channel. It just keeps my channel. It keeps my inspiration going, and it keeps my channel going because when I get something new, it's like it's like inspiration always comes with it, and it's like, oh my gosh, I want to try this like right away. I want to do something with this right away, and so that's kind of why I got so many different projects going at the same time. But I'm not one who works on a project to from start to finish and then start another one. I have a lot of projects going always at the same time, and depending what I want to work with at that moment is what I'll work with. And so today already I've been doing quite a mixture of things, quite a bunch. I got my hook stuck. There we go. My hook was hooked up. Okay, now. And there we go. One had to get more stitch in that row. I just love locker hooking. It is just something so different. Well, how, I don't know. Sometimes I have to question how I do things. I'm glad I'm not in here to teach. This is not a tutorial. All I do is show what I'm doing. I just show you what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Maybe it makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. We don't know. And so I've almost got all of this roof finished now. The roof of my little project. And I think I'm really liking this. I was going to make it all brown first. That's what was in my mind, but I always change my thoughts quickly. And it turned out that when I saw this fabric, I kind of looked at it not as the whole fabric, but I looked at it as how it would blend. And I said, yeah, that would make the roof. And so, like, this is all done. This is done with sari silk. This is done with yarn. This is all yarn. And this is fabric and yarn. And so you could do this with anything, just about anything. Kind of textiles. It's a textile art. And I don't know if you all have ever, if you all do locker hooking, if any of you do it, I know it's not a real common thing. Not a whole lot of people do it, but we have a Facebook page. I used to say I had one, but now I don't take care of the page. The other ladies take care of it, so I have to say it's a we thing. But if you are in Scrap and Lizzie Unicorns on Facebook, I love to see pictures of what people have made. And if any of you do any kind of locker hooking, I would love so much to see what you do. And also, if you know of a YouTuber that does locker hooking, I've seen a few, but and I stay with more simple. So if you see someone who does locker hooking and they do it more simple like this, that would be, you know, I'd like those kind of connections too. See, now I just have a little bit more of the peak. I think I'm going to have to put another piece of string, add another piece of string to my locker string, because you got to have plenty of string. I don't want to run out. And today's been a beautiful day again. A little warm. Well, a lot warm. And my daughter made broccoli cheese soup, and she brought some over to share with me and Papa, which that was good. That means I don't have to cook anything. Yeah, Papa said it was very good. And so that meant that supper was already taken care of, so I did not have to stop. I did not have to stop and go find something to fix. And so that was nice. It's nice having a daughter living right next door that loves to cook. And so, okay, here we go. We'll get the rest of this roof done. I'll be a established roofer time I get this done. I'm a, what do they call it? A jack of all trades, master of none. I can add roofer. I can say I'm a roofer. And so I really look like I'm digging a grave or something when I use this hook. It is a little bit, I'm a little bit more dainty when I use a crochet hook and I'm crocheting. But, well, there's not much that I do dainty. I'm not a dainty kind of lady. I watch a lot of the YouTubers that are dainty. They got these long, slender fingers, and they do everything so daintily. And I think in my next life, I think I'll go ahead and be dainty. But in this life, there ain't no dainty going on. So in this life, I'm a farmer. I'm a farmer at heart. Now, as you can see, well, just a minute and I'll show you. I'm almost done with this. I only got like 2 little short rows to get them done. And you see I'm having a little issue right there with that. But that's not going to be a problem. Issues aren't problems. They're just issues. They're happy mistakes. Well, not really mistakes. Who is that makes happy mistakes? That painter with the curly hair? Yeah, that one. Yeah, Bob Ross. He makes happy mistakes, he says. Oh, it's just a happy mistake. Okay, I think I've about got this, ladies and gentlemen. I think my roof is leak-proof. Look at that. A leak-proof roof. Let's see if I can get one stitch right up here in the peak of the roof. I did it. Okay. Now, a lot of the things that I have done, Magna wants to stick to my scissors, so I can cut those loose, cut the umbilical cord, there we go, put that over there, and then put my hook over here so I don't throw it in the floor, and I'm just going to tie these together back here in the behind, because the back, actually the way this looks when it's finished, there's no visible mistakes. I like things where there's no visible mistakes. Now see this here where I started the roof, I'm going to go ahead and give that a little tie there. And this is on, except for the embellishments that I'm going to do, it's pretty close to being finished. I mean, I still got a lot I'm going to do on it. Now, see, now that's the roof. That's all filled in. But now you see I've got some spots here where I tied that string on and it looks like white. Well, what I'll do here, I have got some, where's the black one? Well, I don't have a black one. The black one, I must not put it back where it belonged. Okay, so I'm going to use this charcoal gray. And these are fabric markers. I can take that marker now and I can just put the color. I mean, if I didn't have a fabric marker, I would just use a Sharpie. And I would cover that right up there. See, now you can't see that white thread there. And this here piece is peeking through. Well, I'm going to just cover that up too. There's a little piece of the grid just poking through. Well, we're going to cover that up too. See, there's ways of fixing things. Oh, here's a place I can see the string. Do that. Now this here come loose up here. So what I'm going to do here, let me see the, Papa, are you behind me again like a stalker? No. Are you stalking me? No. Okay. Absolutely not. He's not stalking me. I just come over to give you a little smooch and tell you I'm headed to the rear room. You're headed to the rear room? Okay. So I can cover these up. These. Now, right here now where I have this piece of sorry, not sorry, that piece of something, that piece of seam binding come loose. Well, that's not going to be no big hairy deal either. I'll just take my glue bottle and I'm going to put that glue down here, put that glue on there, and then I'm going to put this piece down on that glue and put this little clip here, and that's going to dry nice and tight, and that'll hold that just fine. But basically now the base part of this is finished, but I'm going to be, this part is finished. So, oh, this is what I want to do. I want to just give this a good scratch. That's like Petunia likes good scratches like this. She likes this scratches. I bought a brush for Petunia. I'm telling you, okay, just a minute, I'm scratching. I don't know if you can tell, but as I'm scratching, it's pulling these fibers up from that yarn. It's pulling the fibers up, so it gives that whole roof an almost look like it's like a frosty night. I just want to show you how, well, I don't know what I did with Petunia's brush. I was just a little disappointed in how they sell things. I saw this brush, New Pet Cleaning Company, Pet Grooming Comb, Cleaning, Fur Removal, and Massage. And I got it in the mail today. I mean, you had a choice of pink or blue, so I took the pink, of course. But they don't tell you some things. See, you put water in here, and then you brush, but it doesn't tell you. It shows in the advertisement where there's like fabric wrapped around this. There's water in here. You put water in here. But then after you get this in the mail and start reading the directions, it says, open the water tank cover on the back and fill with about 20 milliliters of clean water, adding 2 milliliters of the dedicated no rinse essence liquid for better results. They don't tell you that you're going to need some essence stuff for better results. And then it says to close that up, and then it says to open, so then you open this part up. And then it says open the massage pad from the top. Wrap the soft cotton towel around the massage pad and rotate it upward to tighten. Gently press the massage pad to speed up water output. So then I look in the box. I said, oh, there's no pad in there. And then I look and it says, oh, it's not supposed to be in there. You got to order them separately. It says use with the dedicated no rinse essence in soft cotton towel for effective cleaning and sterilization, achieving better results. But then it doesn't even tell you where you can order the extra, the stuff you're supposed to put in there, or the towel. So I'm just gonna put water in there. Maybe I can put a little conditioner that I use in my hair in there, and then maybe I can just use a piece of flannel fabric or something and wrap around there. But they don't tell you that when you're ordering it, so you just assume you're going to get what you need. You assume you're going to get what it shows on the little advertisement. Doggone them little boogers. We'll make it work, though. Isn't that right, Petunia? We'll get it working. But anyway, okay, now back to my house. Back to my house. Let me get my book back out here. Let me get to the page. The page of inspiration. Woohoo! I love it. There it is. Now see how that looks so far? This is what I have so far. This is this. But now, on here, there's a key hanging here, which I definitely got to get a key hanging at the bottom. And because my door is always open, and if it's not, there's a key there so you can get right in my door. All right? Okay? And then here, there's like flowers growing along. So I am going to like do some couching on here to make the flower stems. I'm going to do some couching, and then I'm going to add the flowers, and I've got the flowers here somewhere too. Somebody needs to come clean this table off for me, I'm telling you. Somebody made a big fat mess. I don't know who did. But anyway, I've got some crocheted flowers which are going to be on here. And then here on the roof, there's just like little ribbons tied. And hanging from the little ribbons are little charms that have got really, really good words for the blessing wall hanging, like love, laughter. Well, that's the only two I can read. And you can put whatever words you want. And there's a little bangle up there that's tied to the roof, and all of these, and which makes the whole thing just so beautiful. And there's little ribbons tied here and there throughout, and so the whole thing will be decorated. And then I'll show you. Then I have to still go digging through here some more, and I'm going to find something else. Find something else to get started on. There's so many things in this here book, but that was my first. That was my first thing, and I just loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And so it's been fun so far. And gosh, they have so many cute things you can make. And some on bird. Oh yeah, I am just on that like white on rice. Now, so. Ouch. This here finger's got arthritis. Whew. I gotta be very gentle with this finger. And so this thumb, both thumbs, and this one finger. But look at that. And see, the more you scratch on it, the more you pull those fibers through. And the more it just, I love it. I just do love it so much. Okay, so now this time, I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the evenings. I think I need to do something with this table because I have no space. And so I'm going to just reach in here and get a card and see what, because I didn't read a card with my Happy Meal video. I give you all a break. So I'm going to read this one. It says, "Dearest you, even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, it's a time to rest. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in time for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit in a profound way, so you can receive your music directly from source and play your part in the symphony of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune in to what others can't hear. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and the invisible. Don't worry, we will wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set an alarm clock. And isn't that something how I would pull that just now when I'm basically finished with this part? And now to start putting the decorations on it to really make it my own. And so, but yes, take time to dream. And when you do have a dream, just keep on until you, if you have a dream of something you want to do, you just keep on until that dream comes to comes to real life. It's because anything you choose to do, anything you choose to do, you can do it. You can do it. All right. So I thank you all for your support. I thank you all for your love. I thank you all so much for your kind words. When I read them comments below these videos, when I myself think the videos are just kind of goofy, um, and then I read y'all's comments, I just feel like they must be watching someone else. Nah, look at that. I just like scratching on that. That's pretty. Okay, God bless and keep you all. May it keep you safe and secure and happy and healthy and humble. And I will see you on the next video. God bless to you. God bless you. God bless you. The end.